start off explaining exactly what your business is about? Because people are skeptical. Like I remember one time I reposted for you, and my brother-in-law right away, nah, it's a scam. I'm like, damn, bro, couldn't let that rock for like 20 minutes before you said anything. So, like, what is your business about?
Basically, it's just credit restoration. It speaks for itself, number one. Number two is everybody's a skeptic. But when it comes down to it, we show the results in 30 days, 30 to 45 days by law. 45 days we have to give the credit bureaus to answer your dispute letters. Basically, we can get your scores raised by removing derogatory, erroneous items, just any negative charge offs, collections, all of the above, etc., etc. Y'all know the rest. But like I said, we do our best because we have our lawyers 24/7 working on your side. And you get a 3 round dispute.
For
I
sure.
think you're referring to it wasn't the credit post. I think you had the work from home post that he was commenting on.
Right, Dan, I must have touched a nerve if you remember that. That was a few months ago.
I remember that. Yes, I do.
Damn, yeah, I must have really got you. All right.
When it comes down to it, we are structured just like any other business. Everything is a pyramid scheme. Because remember, you got your regular workers down here, which build that foundation for any business. But when you level up to CEO, that is a process in itself. And it looks like a pyramid because there's only one standing up there. Where in our business, we build that foundation and nobody is leveling up unless we all leveling up. With that being said, to level up, everybody has to be all on the same page and everybody's a CEO of their own business.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, I mean, um, I kind of seen where he was coming from. It just seems like one person, for the most part, is gaining, while the others are working to try to get people under them, so that then they can be on top. Like we've seen this, and it's been a trend for the past few years. And I kind of seen where he was coming from, but I just thought it was unfair because he had no idea what I posted or reposted for you.
Hmm.
So I'm just glad you had a chance to explain that. And I'm sorry it touched the nerve because you definitely remembered exactly what post it was, and he posts it all the time. So for you to
That's
remember
I mean
that
that's
one,
honestly the post that anybody would be skeptical to say something like that anyway. So that's why I know it was that. I haven't had someone say anything negative about the credit post. So that's why I remember it honestly.
y'all doing big things. Saying
We
y'all
trying.
posting a lot. Y'all getting people involved. Y'all have new business partners. I see it. I see it. So the business is definitely growing. People are actually trusting the process. If you're able to add more people on it, obviously people are trusting the process.
And that's one thing about us. Like we don't. I mean, I can't speak for everybody in the business, but we're not those type of people that we're gonna sign you up and then just leave you in the dirt. Like that's not us. We sacrifice sometimes, financially to help them. Like that's just how we are.
We're not looking to advance by taking your money and cutting and running. We're here 24/7. Even our weekends on our Sabbath Sundays,
Yeah.
we're here for our clients. Like just 10 minutes ago before coming on, I had two clients coming at me from Florida. And and like I said, we're there for them, hand and foot. Whatever questions, whatever concerns, we're there. We have our main office where we can refer them to that number. But like I said, I'm always here for my clients because I know what it feels like to have bad credit and not get an answer, but get a computerized message. And it's not cool. You want answers, you want results, you want it then and there 24/7. So better to be in their lives, be a part of their lives, be a part of the changing, and you feel much more successful and humble to help someone that needs the help.
I think people feel better, especially when the people working with them is more of a hands-on approach, and it's not just waiting and seeing a result.
Yeah,
You can
And
actually
and
walk
that's
somebody
what.
through
Sorry
stuff.
to cut you off,
it's okay.
Nah,
but
go ahead.
and that's what our company is about. Our company is based on that. We have, I mean, y'all responsible for messing up y'all credit, so you got to have some kind of hands-on working on your credit, on fixing your credit. And so that's what we do. We educate y'all. We don't only fix your credit. Our company has multiple services that we have to provide to not only fix it, but to educate you on financial literacy so that you won't make the same mistake again and then have to come back to us.
Like even myself, at a younger age, I just had got a city job, and my first check, I went and spent the whole thing on a cell phone. I remember that phone was like $700. Spent the whole check, and then as I'm making more money than I ever made before, then I start getting credit cards. Now I'm blessed
Yeah,
with the credit cards. I'm not caring about repaying them on time. I'm not really caring about credit because I didn't
we
really
were
need it.
educated.
Yeah, like I didn't think I needed it. It wasn't really affecting my life. And then when I finally went and tried to get a loan for a car and couldn't, like my credit was shot.
Hmm.
Because even that first phone that I bought, I stopped paying the bill on that. When I switched services, thinking that it's nothing, whatever. I'm not paying that, and that wound up going to collections. And
Yeah,
before I knew it, like I had marks on my credit report, and it's before I even started even running my credit for anything. So when I finally went to try to get a car, they denied me. Easy. They showed me my score. I forgot what it was, but it was low.
Yeah,
So then
and that's what happens.
like I wound up having to take one of those secured loans,
Yep.
and I ended up paying that off ASAP. Then I built my credit score up, went back, got my car through my credit union, and from that point, I think I managed my credit way better because I realized how important it was. But it wasn't until recent that I had a conversation with a friend, and it was just grown man talk. It was about credit and things we wanted to do. And my credit score at the time, I want to say this time last year, early last year, was I want to say 625, around there. And I just started doing little things like paying all my credit cards off, and any other thing that I had that I might take a hit on, paying that off. Then I was using my cards and paying them right off. And by the end of last year, my score shot up to, I want to say 730, like 730 real quick. And then I started getting approved for credit cards with $5,000 limits. Somebody offered me a $15,000 car. I'm like, nah, I don't want that one because I know I'm gonna mess that one up. Might buy a small boat or something. I might mess that up.
When it comes down to it, you can get that 15,000. But remember, from that 15,000, this is a credit tip right now. You could waste 30% of that. You pay it back. Remember to pay every 15th of the month and 3 days before the due date. That makes it look like in the computer you made two payments, which is in good standings to that card.
hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And you get a credit boost off of that as well.
Look like we gave you a little secret sauce there. Oh
Yeah.
no.
But I'm just saying, it's a credit tip for everyone. We give it to everyone. We post it everywhere.
Yeah.
Because this is like free information. Why not share it?
That's the reason why we jumped onto this because we both had messed up credit. I was just like you. I was young and decided to get credit cards, maxed them out. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay it. I went and tried to get a loan and couldn't get it. Then I wanted to get a car, couldn't get it. And then like I wanted a specific car and I couldn't get that. They're like, oh, but we could give you this one. And it was the trash. And I wasn't having that. So like it was very frustrating and then when we came across this platform and we tried it ourselves, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was at a 353. I maxed out all the cards that I had. I took a secured credit card from a bank and I maxed that out and didn't pay it. Then let's see, I got the car, that Sienna that I had. And over there in New York, when I had the hotel job, I was able to pay the monthly, car note, which was damn near my rent, which was $600. And coming over here, the pay over here for the job that I had, it was not doable. So like I was struggling. So sometimes I didn't get to pay it. With late payments, they could take off. Your credit score could jump to up to 172 points.
You mean go down? Drops 180 points
Yeah.
down from a late
Okay.
payment. It's 100 to be actual, and on point is 180 points.
Yeah.
That your score can drop from a late payment, depending on what it is,
Yeah.
whether it's mortgage or car payment, or it can drop
It
100 points. It depends on what is it for.
Damn.
Now with this platform, when I got on it, it jumped all the way. I'm already at the 600s. I'm still getting up there, still working on it. But just from being from 353 all the way to the 600s, that is a no-brainer to go ahead and jump on this and share with everybody and try to help everybody out that needs it. And it's not like we're to blame. No one educated us as we were growing up.
A lot of these kids are getting handed credit cards, and what happens is they fall in that statistic of spending money they don't have, but then they don't have a job to back it to pay it up because they don't know financial literacy. So that's what our program is educating a lot of the young, millennials, as they call it, right now. A lot of them are blowing us off and just, I don't need it. I don't need the education. But we are trying to open their eyes as well as adults that didn't even know about it. Because my day, you know, back in my day, I didn't know anything about financial literacy. From 18 to 20, I blew cards, maxed them out, and I ain't even looked back.
This company is all about helping people.
Pretty much.
And what's the best thing about this company is not even just credit repair, is the fact that they have a program for the youth. It's called YFL Family Mint, and it's a youth program that we have that when everybody that signs up for every month that they're on the program, they take $2 out of their bill, and they donate it to the YFL program. And what they do is they have certain people that go to schools. I think it's from grade 8 to 12, and they teach them about financial literacy. And we also have a scholarship program for those that are in. I believe you could enter for if you're a senior in high school and a freshman in college,
Yep.
and they give you a scholarship. But you gotta sign up, and they'll randomly pick the person to get it.
What are some things that creditors actually look for? Like, what are some
Okay.
things that you know that you shouldn't get on your credit report? What are some things that you should avoid trying to do?
Creditors basically look for people who are credit worthy. So you don't want to have late payments. You don't want to have no miss. You don't want to have missed payments. You don't want to have like any kind of negative items on your report. And on top of that, they look for length of credit. So they want to make sure that you've had a history, and basically they want to see that you were every month paying on time and being responsible and managing multiple credit lines as well. Definitely that whole 30%, they want to make sure that you're spending less than 30% of every credit account that you have. Like if you have, let's say, $1,000 on your credit card, that's your limit. You want to spend at least 300. and down.
It's kind of a tightrope on it when you come to think about it. How can you have it and not spend it? But it's trying to limitate, get to use getting you used to your limitations. Because if you know it's there, they know you're gonna go after it. But if you know how to control and balance your finances, it's a smart thing because you would always have good credit. And credit is the gift that keeps on giving. It keeps giving back. Why? Because if you want a house, a car, and so on and so forth, it's going to give back to you. Because even if you maintain good, great credit, it just keeps going up.
And the higher your score goes, the lower the interest
Interest
rates
rate
and
on
everything.
everything.
Some people in my company that got these cars and houses with zero down and low interest rate. You know,
Makes sense?
Yeah, nah, it definitely makes sense. I mean, but I think one of the bigger issues is you got a lot of young people that are getting approved for these credit cards and they don't have
It's
the
not even
education.
getting approved. It's just given to them because they're coming out of school. They're fresh. Their minds is not, focused in on financial issues. And if you ask any of these kids coming out of school nowadays, what's the difference between a secure and an unsecure? They have no idea.
well, the best way to make sure that your kids, end up with good credit is not only teaching them, but if let's say you want to put them under your credit, which is a trade line.
Hmm.
Now that's a great way for them to build credit as they're getting older until they reach 18. However, you want to make sure that you already had a good payment history prior to putting them on, because whatever negative stuff you have
It's gonna,
is going
yeah,
to affect them.
exactly.
So you
Yeah,
want to make sure your score is high and your payment history is great. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
that would only be for responsible parents. Because if you
Yes.
screwing yourself over, why add the kid? That's just as bad as putting a credit card in your kid's name and then
Yes.
using it.
Which
Yes,
happens
yes.
a lot.
So
I
we
always
make
wondered, how do you do that?
They're social.
With their social, that's it. Then you just apply.
that's it.
I don't know.
You
My son might be messed up. I might, I might try to get another card out here. Why not? Long as I'm
but
paying it
definitely.
back on time, his credit would be great when he turned 18. Unless I get laid off, then I might have to holler at you.
Nah, you don't want to do that. It's easy to mess it up, but it's even worse to fix it.
I mean, not with this business
Not with
though.
this business, but it's easy to mess it up. I
Uh,
say this for the young crowd. Yeah, they have the time, but now in this day and age, 2021, you don't want them to mess up. They're already like, I don't want to say they're already messed up as soon as they come out because some of these kids are, redirected to other things.
Yeah.
But and you don't want to mess them up coming out or out the gate in the sense of you setting them up to fail, especially financially, because credit is everything for an credit. You need it for everything. It is key.
For people who already have, I want to say, a decent credit score, what can they do aside from going to a company such as yours to like improve on their credit score? Like they're not in like a negative standing, like they don't have any derogatory remarks.
Derogatory, negative, charge
yeah.
offs, the whole
Yeah.
shebang.
Like if they don't
Yeah.
have anything on their account, but they're still just trying to build their credit. Like what are some
Mhm.
things that they can do?
Okay.
So we have separate programs in our company that could help them boost their credit. And my favorite is called Credit My Rent. So what that is you're basically reporting your monthly rent that you paid on time, of course, to the credit bureaus. So far, we only got 2 bureaus that we're reporting it to, but that's still great because I've seen a major boost. And we have 3 options. You can sign up and pay, sign up and report from the time that you signed up, or you can do a year from you can go back to a year and even back to 2 years, and that gives you a really great boost.
We talking 50 to 100 points in one shot,
Yeah.
depending on what history or plan you choose.
So it's
So
like basically reporting as if you were reporting your mortgage.
so it doesn't matter like where you live as long as you're renting. So people like within public housing can do the same thing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
People with what's it called? I was just talking to somebody about that. With Section 8 could even do it. All they got to do is provide the information if like the local um office for the Section 8, provide that information so that our company could call, verify that you're on that lease, and boom, they'll go ahead and report it to the bureaus, and you're straight. Then we have um, a secure credit card with a low interest rate of, I think it's 11%.
Who has that? Y'all have that?
Yes.
Yes,
And you're
Secure
guaranteed
credit cards?
approval.
a secure credit card.
Secure
Yes,
credit card.
we even have it.
We even have it. It
So
helps with your credit score.
y'all are affiliated with a bank or a credit bureau?
No, we're affiliated with the the creditor, not a bank.
So the secure credit card, the lowest, the minimum amount you can put is like $200, and it's just like any other secure credit card, but we have a low interest rate, and the APR is only $40.
And that's a yearly.
That's just a one
Basically,
time
you
year.
put it in your own money and you boosting your score with your own funds.
Yeah, but
Just
you
to
want
break
to
it
make
down.
sure
Let's back that up real quick. So explain exactly what a secure. I know what it is, but explain exactly what a secured credit card is.
it's basically to establish credit and to boost it. So it's basically a credit card that you're putting your own money into it. It's not the banks or anything like that. It's your money. So um, let's say you putting in $400 like we did. You want to make sure that you're only spending 30% of that every month, so that the credit your when it gets reported, your credit starts boosting up.
Yeah, that's actually a dope concept, but I just wish more people knew about it because I guess they go to the bank or they just go to a website, apply for a credit card, get denied, and confidence gone. So I think if more people knew about the secure credit card, because a lot of people have money, they
Yeah.
have money, they just don't have credit. They don't have nothing showing on paper to back up their money to show that
Yep.
they can pay things off and they can pay
Yeah,
it on time.
Yeah.
So I think a secure credit card is one of the better ways to go if you are just looking for a way to build your credit and getting
Yeah.
that trust from these
definitely,
creditors.
definitely. And another thing that screws them up is like they don't realize like the interest rates, the APRs. They don't. I know I didn't when I applied to credit cards. I didn't know. I was not reading all that stuff. I just, oh, I'm approved. All right, cool. So that's one of the mistakes that they make as well. I made it.
I mean, I don't think nobody really reads that paper that comes along with that credit card. Cause
The fine print.
It's not
yeah,
small.
no,
You
like
nobody got time for that.
you get the paper, that joint is separated into different boxes. That joint got wild numbers on it, and
Too many things. Like I'm not reading it.
like nah, like I would look at it when I first started getting approved for credit cards and um getting cars or anything, and my APR was In the beginning, it was 24 point whatever. I'm like
Yeah, that's
24.
crazy.
In my
That's crazy.
mind, I do math. 24 out of 100, I'm doing good. That's a high APR. Nobody knows that. I, am I lying?
No, you're
24% out of
No, you're
100?
not.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
I ain't paying 50. I'm not paying 6. I'm paying 24%. Round it to
absolutely.
25. I'm thinking
He
I'm
added
lit.
on to
But
it.
then you hear about people getting 7%, 5%. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? 11%. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought I was
exactly.
doing good. So I was like, yeah, sure, give me that credit card. And then credit cards $100. I spend 20. Why do I owe y'all 29? Why do I owe y'all
Yeah.
$30?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is my minimum the credit card's $100? Why is my minimum payment $60? Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah, and that's basically how you get buried into debt as well. You that interest rate, that percentage, people don't look at that. They, oh, sure, I got this XYZ amount and just forget it and just spend it up and don't realize it's the percentage on every 100 that you spend or on the amount you spend. And then now do the math, like you said, that adds up. You got to pay that back.
Yeah.
Now, people just have this tendency to forget it after a while, and it's crazy. And it hits me to the heart every time because just like you said, you walk up to someone and they talking about their problems and their issues, and you like looking at a mirror image of what you used to go through. Sure, I did that, this, that, and the third. But then as a grown man focused, you're like, damn, I wish I could help. I wish I knew how to help. Now, like I say in all of my videos, I am that help. With the gift of God, I am that help. I'll do whatever it takes to help you out. And this is where I get mad. In a sense, my emotions, my heart leads me to get angry due to the fact that they think it's a scheme. They grow a skepticism, but I do understand them from that vantage point because a lot of them got duped or scammed or whatever it is. But it gets me angry. Someone noble, humble comes up to them with information and they just denying it before hearing the information or video, and right now in 2021, you have no option to go right or left no more. You got to walk on straight. You got to confront every situation on your finances.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people that's about to receive this stimulus check. So from what I'm hearing, they got approved for 1,400, and that's 1,400 each dependent. So I don't know. A lot of people are going to be buying helicopters
Yeah,
because some listen. Some people out here got about I won't say about 5, 6 kids, and you're allowed to I think what claim 4 of them.
yeah,
Listen,
Yeah.
I just hope people are responsible with their money because that's a lot of money they giving out at one time. So like
yeah.
what would you recommend that people do when they get their stimulus checks as far as building their credit?
As far as building that credit, I would definitely get a secure card. Secure card. Put 500 on it. Put 200
So
on
yeah,
it.
but does it matter the amount that you put on the secured card?
It matters because if you're the lower amount that you put, the lower
The
amount
lower
you're going to be
the
spending
you're gonna.
because you want to make sure that you're spending under 30%. The lower, the better from 30%
If you're trying to build credit.
if you're trying to build your credit.
But the safest route is to get a secure card and invest in yourself. Whatever it is, invest in yourself. Have your money work money for you. Invest into something that's gonna, give you a ROI, return investment. Like let's say our business. You pay an amount to get in, but it becomes your business. You help people, you build people up. and your name comes on top and you made your money back, plus have that just humbleness of helping someone else out. And who knows, he wants to get into the business, she wants to get into the business. But now you made them a part of your business as business partners, and you're all on the same level. Same thing with any other business. What's it called? The jewelry thing that also people sell online and stuff like that.
Pharmacy.
No, no. It's like this jewelry thing.
Yeah, pharmacy.
Well, any investment that can give you a return any investment that can give you a return investment on your money, get into that. Even the young crowd, even get into sneakers, get into apparel, make your own t-shirts. Hey, even doing this credit game, of course, I'm not boasting, but these t-shirts that we have on now, we made our business into it. That's a second,
Okay, that's dope.
stream of income.
Don't just keep doing that 9 to 5, especially when you got other talents, other skills. Get a
Yeah.
second, third stream of income. Do
Let that be
something.
clear. We're not saying to get 2 9 to 5s or two part
No,
times or
No,
a full
no.
time and a
no.
part time.
Nobody's
No.
saying that because then at what point do you actually live life?
Yeah, you want to have time freedom, and that is exactly why we did this.
Yeah. You want to spend more time with the kids, more time at home. As much, and we so real, as much as the kids drive us crazy, you want that memory. You always want those memories. You want that time. You want that when he grows up, oh, daddy was around, he did this, he did that. But like I said, have your money work for you before you make that decision on leaving your first stream of income to go into a second one.
Um, damn, what am I? What's the word I'm looking for? I forgot. I need a drink.
You
I forgot
and me
that.
both.
I
I need
forgot that
coffee.
quick. um, Let me see. I can't think of the words I'm looking for, but do y'all deal with financial planning, like helping people to
Yes,
spend their money the right way, save their money the right way?
it's all in the protection plan.
Mhm.
Basically, when do you sign up for our services, we have a budgeting tool which takes your gross amount, breaks it down to however you got it set up. Not it is not only written down, and it breaks it down where it shows you how to budget from A to Z.
We have about 12 different services that we provide in the protection plan. I'm not going to name all of them, but I'm gonna name the main ones that I like, and it's obviously the credit restoration, the budgeting tool. There's
Credit monitoring.
the credit monitoring that allows the clients to have full access 24/7 on keeping track of their credit, like what's going on with their credit, if anything was getting removed, if the score is going up, anything. It gives them every notification. There's a will and trust, a power of attorney. We have that.
Which costs in the thousands if you go to a lawyer.
I don't know about New York. I think it's like $500 to $1,000 for just a will and trust,
Yeah.
and you get that included with our protection plan.
Hold up. So to create a will, it's like you said, $500 to $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go to a lawyer.
I mean, I can't just write down a piece of loose leaf what I
No, it's
want and who I
right.
wanted to give it
Yeah.
to, and have that joint stamped by a notary.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought,
Okay,
honestly,
so
before this.
I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing, just like her.
It's not
And
valid.
it's not valid in the court. With a lawyer is more secure. Basically, in front of a judge to transfer
That's what I'm
over.
saying. Like, why is it not valid? Like, it's my stuff. It's
It,
my
it's
property, my possessions. I should be able to give it to who I want to give it to and disperse it how I want to. So if I go to
oh,
the
it's
notary, that should be good.
okay. And the same thing with your life insurance. If no one is written down on your life insurance, who's it going to go to? if no one knows that?
I made my life insurance. I put in the notation: go to
Yeah.
Vegas, bet the whole life insurance on black.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying, that right? It's more valid that way when they tell you to sign your paperwork and put someone as the what they call that again? The
Beneficiary.
beneficiary.
Yeah.
Same thing with a will and trust. You have our company that has your paperwork. If anything happens, it's all there. And also, your wife or your children have access if they're old enough to know that that will and trust is there. It's not only with your life insurance, it's with important papers. We got a lockbox where you can scan your documentation and leave it at home. And if you on a trip, say you on a trip and you needed that paperwork, is right on your phone on your roadmap. Go into your lockbox. There you go. That's also one of our products that are
Or
on the
say,
protection
yeah, or
plan.
say you lose it.
Or say you lose it, you
You
have it.
have access right there and you can print it out. You don't have to wait and pay for your birth certificate, things like that to come in the mail. You got it right there whenever
Yeah,
you need it.
there's nuggets and diamonds and gems in this protection plan.
Is amazing, I'm telling
How
you.
like would the process work? Like, say for instance, me. Say I don't know you, and I hear word of mouth about your company, and I'm skeptical because, like, once again, I don't know you. I don't live in PA. Where y'all live at? Connecticut, PA.
PA,
PM.
PA.
Okay, so I don't live in PA. I live 100 miles away from you. So what, if anything, can y'all do to gain my trust? Because I'm pretty sure I would have to give y'all very personal information.
Nope, not at
No,
all. No. All
y'all
you
don't
have to
require
do,
social security numbers.
We don't.
we
Okay.
we are basically, let me just put it as easy as one, two, three. We gain your trust, your interest in conversation. We tell you how it works and how it breaks down. After that, we refer you to the plan where it's all remote. It's with a link. You put your personal information. It's your roadmap. You will tell you, we'll guide you how to start it and finish it and send you video links where it shows you, instead of the written, it shows you a play by play on a video, and you put all your personal information on your own.
Yeah, we don't ask for any of
We
that.
don't ask for none of it. That's the
Which
good
is
part.
something I like because I know that prior to this I was into a different business and they were like, you gotta ask for your credit cards and you gotta ask for all that stuff. We don't ask for any of that. We send you the link, you sign up on your own. It's a website that you go into, and once you sign up, you'll let us know, and then we'll help you on how to activate your services. Once that's done, the lawyers go, they'll do an analysis with your credit report, and then they'll go ahead and prepare the dispute letters if you need them. You know, if you have any derogatory remarks and whatever on your score and your credit report. And so they'll go ahead and send that either via email or through the mail. And this is the part where you get hands on, and this is how you're like more involved, and you're knowing, what's going on. You could obviously read the stuff because most of the credit repair companies, they do all that stuff and they don't even send it to you for you to sign it.
Yeah.
They just send it. You don't even know what's on it. You know.
And say if you there's something on the dispute letter that you don't want disputed, all you have to do is pick up that phone,
Say
dial
I
our
don't want
main
that,
office. I don't want that on the
and
report.
they'll send you a
They'll
new
take it
one.
out and send you a new one.
And
It's
then you just send that off. And we always recommend to everybody to send it, mail it certified mail. Why? Especially now with
Okay.
this whole pandemic and the mail, going crazy, taking forever. You want to do it certified so you know exactly what date it was received in each
each credit
bureau
bureau.
because they're all in different states. So it's gonna be different days. They have 45 days to respond. So that's why you want that certified mail, because if they sit here and say, "Oh, we never received it," well, I got a card that says different, and then they have to work on it.
Got you. So see that little bit of information right there, that just helped ease my mind. And I already trusted y'all, right? So nah, I just think that people, like, I guess, need to know that pretty much y'all are the go between, so none of their personal information goes to y'all. They're
Mm-hmm.
actually
Absolutely.
going to the link and they're putting it in themselves,
Yeah.
right? So therefore, it's not about really trusting you, and I think that that's important. Trusting you as far as their personal information will go. I think
Yeah.
that's important because, like, I filled out plenty of applications online where they asked for my information. And as fast as I did that, not even knowing who was on the other end of those applications,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
went and gave my
absolutely.
social to my mother. Feel me? Even
You
though she
already
ain't
know.
got
You
it,
already
but
know.
nah, but
But
that's
definitely,
that's good to know.
Yeah. And what makes this company so different from the rest is the fact that we have the fastest turnaround rate. And the reason why is because
Ooh, talk that talk. Talk that talk. Fast turnaround, the fastest. I'm gonna hold you
yeah,
to that too. Watch. I'm gonna go
fastest
Google some other
turnaround.
companies. I want to see what their turnaround rate is. You got the fastest? I need to know.
Yeah,
well,
for
some of
sure.
them will just sit on your paperwork and
And collect your
literally
money.
and collect your money for a whole year. We already got those clients.
Yeah. We
Um,
don't want to name the companies, but um
You don't want to
yeah, it's a
name the
fastest
companies.
turnaround
What?
rate.
Hey, yo, talk your talk, man. You can't come off
no, no,
hot.
no, no.
Now
You know
I'm
what I'm
not gonna
saying?
Well,
bash
I'm not
Speaking
gonna
that
bash
fire,
anybody.
and then all of a sudden, I don't want to name no names. We can't. Nah, we can't do that. It's 2021.
I gotta be compliant. I can't do all that now.
You
But
see, now you go back to being professional, using words like compliant. I understand. I'm gonna let this one go. We gonna get away from that.
nah, but
But
the
just
reason why is because most companies, or if you even try to do it yourself, you're gonna be disputing one item at a time. With us, you're disputing. It doesn't matter how many items you have. You're disputing all of them at the same time with all three credit bureaus, and
Okay.
that's why it's the fastest.
Would you advise people to use Credit Karma? Because from what I'm hearing, Credit Karma doesn't give you the exact score.
it's an estimate.
Yeah, it's
We
not
advise it just to see what's on your report
Yeah, and
as
it's
a like
free. So
exactly. It's
exactly.
free, and we want to do an analysis with them over the phone, FaceTime. Like if they know what they have on their report or somewhat know, at least we have a detailed information in between conversation
Mhm.
that we can tell them, well, yeah, you should jump on this protection plan.
We don't really like to use Credit Karma, but since it's free and it gives you somewhat of
And some
information,
people don't know their
we
credit score.
we we sit here and ask them, like, do you have that? Yeah, okay. So, and then we'll ask them to let us know, like, what's the report. Some people give screenshots, some people don't, but we want to make sure that you have these type of items on your report to qualify for the protection plan, because we don't want to sit here and be like, oh yeah, we can just boost your credit or whatever and just sign up and just take your money. No, that's not what we're about. So we try to make
so there's
sure.
a criteria that needs to be met in order for y'all to actually help people.
Not necessarily. It's just that we want to make sure that if we're putting you into this protection plan because you say you need to restore your credit, we want to make sure it's because you want to restore your credit and not that you just want your credit to boost. Because a
Exactly.
lot of people sit here and be like, "Yeah, I need your protection plan," and then they
Yep.
sign up,
And
and
all they
then
have to do is
the
build credit.
lawyers tell you you have nothing to report. Like
Excuse me.
there's nothing to dispute. So now you just signed up and pretty much wasted your money when you could have used that money for a secure credit card or credit my rent program. So that's why we try to That's why I said you qualify for it, because
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta be
but there are
careful with
certain people that also use that protection plan because, like I said, it's not just a credit restoration; it's also financial literacy. So we educate you guys. So like, if you wanted that, and plus every other services that we have to provide, that's fine. But I don't want you to sit here and tell me, yeah, I need this because I want my credits fixed,
and you really don't.
and you really don't need it to be fixed. You just need a boost.
Got you. Okay. So I damn. So it's really. All right. So no. Because I think everybody, even though people want to repair their credit, because a lot of people get just caught up and they need to repair their credit, but then you have other people that just want that boost. So how would you advise those people aside from the secured credit card, like are there any other things that people can do to boost their credit?
Absolutely, absolutely, and I would advise them to just do the 30% on any of their cards that they have.
Yeah, because I
That's
don't
just the
follow that
main.
rule.
Huh?
I don't follow that 30% rule. I kid you not.
No, it's hard. It's hard because say we got $400 in our pockets right now on in our wallets on that secure card. Tomorrow we dubbed out, don't have nothing. But yeah, we do. We got a card in our pocket, but now you got to play it the secure way. It's like, oh man, you want to buy that $300, but you can't spend that.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that you're paying your bills on time, that you're not missing any payments,
absolutely.
because like I said, that drops. And that's like, they calculate it where it's like 35% of that is based on your payment history. So you want to make sure that everything's on time. And then 30% of that is how much you owe.
All in all, to break it down in better sense, if they just need a boost, just be on time with your payments, your car payments, your insurance payments, because that all reflects around your credit. Anything that you're making a payment, even if it's your rent, you never know when you're gonna need that boost off your rent.
Yeah.
I didn't know till I got into the company about credit my rent. I didn't know my insurance went on my credit report, like my payments.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You already know, like I lived in the project. I was paying rent. So I definitely didn't know about that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't. So um damn, I think the word definitely needs to get out to them because
yeah.
that's big
Definitely.
business right there alone.
Basically, there was a FICO 8 that was running things on credit reports.
Okay.
Now with this new FICO 10, these creditors can go back. I think is what 10 months, 10 months back into your credit history. Before it was only like 3, 4 months into your credit history, and that's about it. Now they can look back even further, and if you have,
Oh. And if
yeah,
they see any derogatory marks on it past that
Yeah.
4 or 5 months or whatever, they can hit you for that. I mean, or they could like, deny you because of that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
What's
where it's
what's a
getting tricky now.
scheme out here? I hate the government. I'm adding
They
that
just
part
Yeah,
out too.
they're making it hard. They're making it hard. I'm telling
this
you.
is why we tell people now is the time to fix your credit, build that credit history, and knock out all those negatives now.
Yeah. Especially like, it's crazy, like with this whole pandemic, how in the real estate business is like skyrocketing.
No, no.
Yeah, now real estate is big right now.
Yeah.
Real estate's definitely big. Right, I'm thinking about buying a second house.
And
Nah, I'm dead
this
serious
is
because like
why we
it's a
this
good
is why
time to
we
get in.
encourage people. Yeah, this is why we encourage people to fix their credit, because if that's one of your main goals, the time is now.
Yeah.
The time is now.
Okay, so what would you say a safe credit score is? Not like on the high end, like the 650s, the 800s. Like, what's a safe credit score so that you'll be able to start getting approved for stuff?
I would say stay in the 650 range. 650, 600s, you get approved for stuff, but depending on what stuff.
I mean, you may get approved for under 6, but if you do,
High interest
your
rate,
interest rate is going to be super high. That it's like, what was the point?
pretty much.
I didn't get approved for anything when I was under 6 at
There's
all.
I got approved for a loan
I didn't
before
even
that.
get
My
approved for
interest
that.
rate was high.
you looking at a 24 point, like you said,
Yeah.
XYZ, and
And it makes
Listen,
no sense.
no sense to take it.
that 24 point whatever, that joint still look good for somebody that don't understand.
Yeah.
All I see is approved 24. Psh, like I said, out of 100 though, we want this until you realize what that actually means.
Exactly.
To play it on the safe side, I would say 600 or 650. You are, and your credit history being okay, you know, I would say stay there and keep it there because I know personally people that got approved, with the graces of God, not for American Express, but they got cards.
Listen, my wife got an Amex. She put my name on it. I hide that card.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get divorced. You know what I'm saying? Because I done bought some Gucci shoes. I'm not. We don't need those kind of problems.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, definitely, man, definitely. So I mean, is there anything else y'all want to add to this?
No, I don't want to give too much information.
Well,
Listen, we heard you.
I'm going to add it. Rivera Credit Solutions, fix your credit now before it's too late. Things are not getting any better. Might as well make yourself better and elevate your credit score.
I like that. See that? Come on, Shy. You supposed to have made that plug, man. Never send a
I didn't
woman
know
to
that's
do
what
a
you
man's
said.
job. I'm gonna edit that part out too. I'm just joking. I don't need that kind of bad feedback. I think a lot of people needed to hear this information. So I mean, I'm gonna do my part. Hopefully, I'm gonna get y'all a few more customers so they can be aware. And that's usually how it works, word of mouth, man. You tell one person, they spread the word, and that's how business gets repeated. That's how you get
True.
lifelong customers. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nah, we don't want lifers.
We don't want
We don't want
lifelong
lifers. There's a revolving
yes,
door.
you do.
No. Honestly speaking,
We don't want y'all to come back to us. Do you know how many people in the United States
have messed up credit.
have messed up credit? More than 6.7 billion. Okay?
And I just got 4 from Florida all the way from PA.
So we don't want y'all to come back. Don't worry about it. We have tons of testimonies, even testimonial videos on our pages if they ever want to check it out.
Yep.
If anyone wants to check it
I
out.
need to make a commercial of testimonies.
I have
and put at the bottom, like how they do at the bottom. These are not paid actors. You need to do that. I'm serious. Get these testimonies out here. You know what I'm saying? Put a little commercial together.
We'll think about that.
I'm just saying, social media is your best friend. All you got to do is put a little commercial together, press send, press upload, and that's it. And it's out there. We live in a day and age where everything's visual. So, yeah, you could post something up with a testimony, but it's words. How many people are actually going to take the time to read that? People scroll until something catches their eye. So, if it's a video, they might stop and look at it. But there's a chance that they might stop and look at it. Now, as far as somebody reading a whole paragraph or what somebody else, most people are not going to read that just because of the day and age that we live in. I'm not saying nobody will, but most people will scroll right past that.
Yep, absolutely. I agree. But any other questions you got?
I'm good on my end. I just really wanted to know what y'all was about. Hopefully you could get some more customers behind it. Hopefully, even if they're not customers, they're just more aware of how they're spending their money and,
yes, exactly.
and just building up their credit. Because I know that's what y'all really about.